Subscribe to Master J and turn on all notifications, so you won't miss any of his fired NBA videos.
I'm not surprised at all because we all saw this coming. I'm sure the Los Angeles Lakers had expected this the second they traded for Russell Westbrook. The Los Angeles Lakers have a Russell Westbrook problem, and this will cost them an NBA championship if things don't get fixed. And what we are currently seeing, it just keeps going on throughout the season. Something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Put your lies, I'll do what I want. So, coming into the offseason, the Los Angeles Lakers came off a disappointing regular season and a postseason where they got knocked out in the first round by the Phoenix Suns. There were injuries, but other than that, in the postseason, most of the players in that squad were just disappointing. So, coming into the offseason, they need to shake things up. First of all, the major thing they gotta make is that big trade. With that addition will be that big three, with that third option next to LeBron and AD, which they desperately needed from last year. They didn't have that guy to, score when LeBron and AD's off the bench and that kind of stuff. So they had two options. Now, we all knew they went for Russell Westbrook. It's intriguing to go for Russ, but he is the most riskiest option you can go for because he is the hardest player you can fit in any team. He needs a team where it's built around him so he can have the ball and dominate. Even though he plays great in the regular season, team success, it's questionable. Then in the playoffs, it's just like where regular season Russ went. And to be honest, whenever I watch Russ, it just looks like a turnover show, literally. I mean, like, I'm seeing turnovers back and forth. Then they could have went for, obviously we all knew it was the better fit. I think the Lakers themselves now know is the better fit, which was Buddy Hield, a really great three-point shooter. He does not need the ball in his hand to dominate. He will not take the ball and plays away from his teammates. In fact, he will actually, next to LeBron and AD as their third option, they actually have a real chance of being 2022 NBA champions. But instead, they ended up trading Kuzma, KCP, Montrezl Harrell, and the draft rights to Isaiah Jackson, which the Wizards traded for Aaron Holidays for Russell Westbrook. And they could have, we all knew, the back at draft night, they also offered Kuzma and Montrezl Harrell for Buddy Hield, but they backed out last second, so they can go for Russ. So you're looking at the 8th seed Lakers, early struggles, maybe they can bounce back, but fitting Russ, it's just hard. I mean, his first 3 games, you're looking at 12 points, 35% on the field, 0.9% from 3, 5.7 turnovers. I know, it just gets worse. But after his first 3 games, he played actually pretty nice. But like the thing is, that was the problem. LeBron wasn't there for those games. And I realized that Russ and LeBron, they both need the ball to play great. So the major issue is that since they both need the ball in their hands, either one will dominate, which is LeBron. He will be playing great while Russ is just, we all know. He's just there putting up a lot of turnovers back and forth. He's missing shots, putting up these crazy shots like he did for his last 5 years in the NBA. And he's still putting up triple doubles. We all know he does that. And I've seen some experts, a lot of people have been saying that Russ should just go off the bench. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but Russ should. But it's weird because Russ is good enough to be a starter. He's way better than being a bench player, and he knows that. He does not want to be in the bench because he's better than that. But Russ needs to be in the bench, but he'll still be playing his 30 minutes a game because the plan is when LeBron comes off the bench, Russ will dominate the ball because you can't have both of them play on the floor. And the other issue is the coach, Frank Vogel's rotations. I mean, like, you're looking at Russ and DeAndre Jordan playing on the floor. We all know that the issue with playing Russ is that he needs a center that can space the floor so he can do his thing in the paint. So they need an AD to play center because their center depth was terrible. You're looking at DeAndre Jordan's and who was that? Oh yes, I'm sorry. Dwight Howard. Both of them can't space the floor because they're not 3-pointer. They need to be in the paint. So AD was the only guy, but instead Ross and DeAndre Jordan on the floor. Yikes! And also Rajon Rondo and Russell Westbrook on the floor together. What is Frank Vogel thinking? Who's playing shooting guard? And also, I think I hope they figure out. Yeah, but the thing is, we're talking about Russell Westbrook. For his in Houston, I remember they were trying to hopefully that he can, change his game so fit with Harden so they can compete for a championship. But no, Russ wanted to run the show in Houston. So we were looking at two people running the show. So yeah, that was a disaster. And right now in Los Angeles, they're winning some games, but versing the Oklahoma City Thunders. That's easy. The other teams, they lost to some mediocre team, and then some good teams like the Warriors, they lost. So, I don't know. Hopefully they could improve and bounce back and figure it out. But right now, they're looking like the 2012 Los Angeles Lakers. High expectations, but really disappointing. And what's funny is that Dwight Howard's on both of these LA teams. Anyways, comment down below. What do you guys think? Anyways, this was fun. Also, subscribe. Every brother is caught in the crossfire. It's caught in the crossfire.